that's a weird thing. I don't know if I could take that. But unfortunately, what say you?
Honestly, that's just crazy. I don't know if I'd be able to take it
Prices
either.
are on the rise.
I guess you must be somewhere. Are you in Seward? Let me see here. Let's see.
I think Fairbanks is the place that would have that.
Well, he said he was 200 miles south of Anchorage, and let's see here. What would be 200 if we go in a straight line? So, you're on Kodiak Island, or you're somewhere down here, near to the Alaskan Peninsula, or you're over here, kind of like in between Skagway and Juneau, I guess, like in terms of like vertical distance south. Really something else though, dealing with like a sun up and sun down cycle like that. I don't really know if I'd handle it, because I find it kind of a little bit odd in Utah how the sun stays out for so long, even right now in spring. Because in the south it was never like that. It was literally almost every day is cutting over the sunlight in 12 hours of
Although hardly wrong.
Hello and welcome to the 265th edition of Louis Black's Redcast, entitled More Weapons, Big Ballroom. That was not the title I was intending to use this week, but the way things go, as soon as I think, I've kind of got an idea of what I'll be talking about, ba-boom, something else happens and kind of knocks that off the table. I mean, I could have kept the title I was going to use, and you'd be going, why didn't he talk about what the fuck just happened? And you have every right to. And I'd have every right to really just stick with what I was going to talk about, but it's unavoidable. Once they decide somebody loses it and races into the White House Correspondents' dinner and is trying to get in at least and gets, caught, etc. And I'm watching a bit of it because I just kind of turned it on to watch it. Normally I would not. And oddly enough, it was on MS Now and it was on C-SPAN, it was on CNN, and I had been invited by CNN to do a bit of talking about the time that I did. They thought it was the White House Correspondents' Dinner, but it was actually at that time, really the Congressional Correspondents' Dinner, which was kind of it was really the press corps had their dinner, and then there was the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and I had done the other one in 2006, and it was really, or 2005, and but they last night said 2006. They invited me to do this, to talk about it, and they wanted me to do it while it was on the air, and I said, I'm not doing this while it's on the air, CNN, you're crazy, okay? Why? Because it's Saturday fucking night. I have the night off, it's my fucking night. Don't bother me, and don't make me watch it again, okay? Because it would be PTSD, and it's not the same thing as it was before because they got a mentalist doing it. But I did felt it was important to give it all some context, that what was occurring was no longer any type of really White House Correspondents' Dinner, not the way it was, and that really, and I had a few things to say, I didn't say them, because of the questions asked, etc. Because it's not the same, because since you had the mentalist as opposed to the comedian, and the one who was in the room who considered himself probably the finest comedian in the history of government, and really the finest comedian ever, because of his work on television. Donald Trump, our president, was going to really be the comic relief, as he saw himself, I imagine. So I just wanted to put it all in context. They asked questions, what advice would I give Donald Trump? I said, I have no advice to give him. Are you kidding me? All right? He's not going to listen to my advice. Why would I give him advice? And then what would I tell the mentalist? I got nothing to tell the mentalist. He's not a comic. And he's lucky he's not a comic. he's in a better position. He's going to do like magic, which is, I've watched it. It's pretty astonishing what he does. And you think, well, it's bullshit, but the ones who he's kind of revealing things to, these are not professional actors. They're news people. They go into shock when he tells them what he knows, and I have to say it's weird, but it is like magic, and God knows he's figured out a bunch of things, but I don't know. It's just too much. But I thought, wow, much better position than someone who has to make jokes, and I'm trying to explain it to them in a fashion that it was the most, in many ways, one of the most traumatic experiences I ever had in my life as a comic, by far. By far, there was nothing.
So some people are asking from these classes, how come back was about 2013, Trump mentions the vaccines. Bill Gates tells them they'll destroy you. They start kind of doing stuff behind the scenes, buying up farmland to secure probably enough. Right, because all the threats being made and truckers and farmers threatening to go on strike, you can't really blame them wanting to make sure the food supply isn't going to be threatened. So you should be thanking them, right? I don't know. You tell me. It is strange, though. How come? Do you notice how the vaccines, they kind of stayed away from it, but we're still kind of trying to promote the education? Why was that? How they scare them? Right, I'd back off, don't even talk about it, because then if people don't get vaccinated, whatever, and right, they'll start putting the blame onto who was making suggestions or bringing concerns up. Right, to even bring up concerns about it. They were scaring people as though... Right, I mean, nobody wanted to say anything. Very sad and scary. So then, shortly after that, you have his wife and others, weren't they going around to the cancer centers? Right, so a bunch of witches, huh? So they don't want to acknowledge those concerns, and once again, how they scare them. Right, if you make a suggestion or try to say anything of that nature, and then if somebody gets cancer and dies, right, okay, so again, people are silenced and put into submission about basic fucking things. It's a collective mass of heavy metals and toxins, cysts and tumors. They're very easily prevented and treated. Yeah, and remember, and they call them witches, instead of like bringing awareness to those things and how that's happened to a lot of people over the years, and they'll call them witches. This goes back to the 90s. They did not address any of that. It was a perfect opportunity to do it. And instead it was like, oh, call us witches. And Melania comes out with a trench coat that says like, we don't care or something. I don't know. Fuck off. I don't know. Right, and it's like, that makes the news. It's just a fucking joke, dude. It's a big fucking joke. We're just listening to one of our classes we just was in. I know. Right, so that all got ignored, and they scared him not to say anything. Once again, no, because, yeah, people might sue or blame them for not doing their cancer treatment. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's like, what are you supposed to do? I know, so it's almost like that double-edged sword. Right, and then all their friends and people that are in those industries who make billions of dollars off of the vaccines and cancer industries, they're all happy. People are silenced, put into submission while they roll out the fucking COVID bullshit. Oh, they're gonna make you eat maggots. Yeah, I know, it makes you wonder, huh? What are you working for, dude? Themselves. Yeah, they enrich themselves. Payouts and bonuses left and right to stay silent or put out fear propaganda. It's so obvious, it's sick, and it's disgusting, and it's disturbing. Yeah. Alright, so just like all the other bullshit they study and get funding for, they did the same thing with all that shit. We're gonna study and analyze certain test subjects and all that bullshit. It was just really stupid, you know? A lot to them. I mean, they got a lot of funding and money. They're set for life, dude. What you people have been ignoring and doing. Unless a town near them or their town gets vaporized. Another thing, yeah, people are trying to warn about, they go silent. Don't even educate. No, just keep pushing out those SSRIs to help all the stressed out, crazy young adults and children. And then when they murder a young child or another person, adult, they can say, I didn't take my meds. So you hear it so fucking much, dude. It's so sickening. Yeah, you people are fucking sick. Hell, they don't say anything. They don't even fucking talk about it. They all pop the shit and promote it and make money off it. Fuck you, nasty fucks. So my name's Mary. We're here in Augusta, Maine, and I have 4 children here. My youngest 2 are in the hands of sick, murderous pedophiles. They were vaccine injured in 2013, and the nasty fucking bullshit that's been going on around here needs to be addressed, and those children need help. They're hostages of Hamas. When are people gonna speak the fuck up? Yeah, staying silent, you're just helping them. I know, it helps you too, right? I know, people have caught on to that. Nice little, well-behaved, good-listening puppets. Go say vaccine on Rumble and all the spaces you can speak freely in. I don't know, apparently they can't do it on here. I mean, we do it just fine, but I guess, yeah, like they're at a level of, they don't want to be demonetized. They got sponsors. Yeah, duh. No shit. What the fuck have we been telling you? That's how they get them. Anyways, I know, well, that's the only way they'll have a channel and be able to speak to you, right? Oh, can you hear me? Alright, anyways.